Hey guys, so today we're going to be taking a look at the new Frieza. This is going to be the breakdown video for him. We also have some new pieces of equipment for this week's update. It is a little bit of a difference this week just because it's on Monday. Usually these resets are on Tuesday. I don't I don't know when this guy's actually coming out, so we'll find that out probably when the daily reset actually happens. But yeah, this Frieza, so first of all, he's free, right? So in terms of, is he actually going to be enough to save LOE and make them an actual competitive team in the meta again? I'm going to tell you guys right now, one free-to-play character has like no chance to make LOE viable in top tier PvP. Just, it's almost impossible. And this guy needs to have like, this guy honestly needs to be like on the level of Ultra Gogeta to make that team as viable as it once was back when the Blue Coolers Zenkai first came out, and you had like the old yellow full power Frieza, like one of the better units in the game. That was the last time LOE was truly like a really top contender. So this guy has to do a lot for LOE to be good again. He's up to a good start though, because green, I would say, is one of the two colors that I was hoping for, either green or red. The only really viable green LOE character that we have is Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler's solid, but he's definitely not, you know, the powerhouse of the PvP meta or anything like that. We just got the EX Final Form Frieza from the Broly movie. Definitely super unimpressive character, so maybe they will do things right with this free-to-play unit. So first form Frieza, this is the Frieza from the Bardock special. Obviously you have Bardock in the background, so he's going to be an anime original character. He's a melee type. Alright, let's go ahead and just pump up his stats to the max so we can take a look and see here. Okay, so 248. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to pull up on my computer monitor the Yellow Rose, just to compare you know, the two free-to-play character stats next to each other, because LF Rose, or not LF Rose, the Yellow Rose was also a melee type. So Yellow Rose had 245,000 strike, 157,000 strike defense, 233 to blast attack, and then 158 to blast defense. Okay, so this Frieza actually has higher stats than the LF, why I keep saying LF, than the Yellow Rose did. So that's good. But in terms of like him actually being a really strong unit, again, he's free to play, so you gotta temper your expectations a little bit. We just got Ultra Gogeta, and I'm not saying this Frieza is going to be on the level of Ultra Gogeta. I really don't want to compare him to Ultra Gogeta, but you guys got to remember that that's who you're fighting in the meta right now. You're fighting Ultra Gogeta. He's coming in with like 270,000 strike attack, 170,000 to both defenses. Like, he's just insane. The stats are ridiculous, so it's tough to keep up there. He holds a strike and a blast, Frieza Force, Transforming Warrior, Lineage, Powerful Opponent, and Event Exclusives. Alright. Let's start here. So the main ability is the Light of Extinction. Looks like he draws a blue card, gets 50 ki, and then the next blue card deals 50% to, or 50% extra damage. Okay. I mean, definitely not like an exceptional main ability. It does only require 5 timer counts, so you can use it very fast if you want to. This is not what I would call like crazy good. Z ability, Frieza Force or Powerful Opponent base strike attack and defense, and then 18% to characters that are both Frieza Force and Powerful Opponent blast attack. Okay, so he's basically buffing all Friezas and Coolers, or not. Yeah, so all Friezas basically. He's buffing strike attack, strike defense, and blast attack. That's actually pretty decent. 28% is a little low, but for a free character, I guess it's what you would expect. Alright, so first unique ability is Fiendish Plan. So he gets 20% to damage inflicted against Tag Saiyans. That's good. Already off to a decent start there. Apply the following effects to self when battle starts. So he gets 70% of damage inflicted. That's good. Reduces damage received by 40%. That's also very good. -5 to strike arts cost. That's good. And then the following effects occur when this character is defeated. Restores ally health by 15%, 20% damage inflicted by allied tag Frieza Force or tag Powerful Opponent, and then reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 2. That actually really... That's funny, because that actually really reminds me of the 2nd year anniversary blue Vegeta, the purple one, that people use on Mono Purple right now. So if you compare that Vegeta's death buffs to this Frieza's death buffs, So what that Vegeta does is he gives 35% of damage inflicted by allies, restores Vegeta clan or future health by 20%, and then reduces enemy Dragon Balls by 3. So honestly, this Frieza has a worse death buff mechanic than that Vegeta does, and I'm honestly pretty disappointed in that because this Vegeta is a year and a half old. Like this Vegeta is a year and a half old, and yeah, I get that this Frieza is free to play, right? He's a free unit, but the meta, just think about how much the meta has changed in a year and a half. I would have expected at least the same level of death buffs for this Frieza as that Vegeta got, so I don't know. I mean, it's a solid unique ability, right, for a free unit. He gets 90% damage against Saiyans, 40% reduced damage received. Honestly, I'm going to tell you guys right now, 40% to reduce damage received sounds good on paper these days, but it really doesn't mean anything when every single character that's out right now is just one comboing every other character in the game. Like that's the meta that we're in right now. You're gonna get one comboed, no matter who you are. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta gets one combo by Ultra Gogeta. Like it doesn't matter. Like the 40% reduced damage received, like yeah, again, it sounds good, but in reality, you're a free-to-play character running around with 163k and 161k defenses. You're gonna get railed. It's just that's it. So we'll see whatever he does here. So the Fearsome Rain is the second unique ability. Shortens own sub count by 2 as default. Okay, that's actually really good. Applies the following effects itself when the character enters the battlefield. 40 key is good. Okay, I like that. Draws a special arts card. So he draws a green card, activates 1 time. And then he does 40% to strike damage. Okay, actually that's ramping up, because remember, he does get 70% damage inflicted when the battle starts. Then he's going to get an extra 40% there, so that's 110%. Plus he's doing an extra 20% to Saiyans. So I guess he's doing 130% to damage, strike damage versus Saiyans. That's pretty good. Then the following effects occur if own remaining health is 75% or below after enemy attack is over. So this is kind of like the full power Frieza ability, right? Restores ally health by 20%, 15% to damage inflicted cannot be cancelled, and then increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level. Okay, that's really good. And the good thing about this is that it doesn't require you to be below 50% or 60%. It's 75. Which honestly is probably just going to be 1 attack. Like, as long as you take 1 strike attack from a character, from a meta unit, you're probably going to fall below 75% HP. So this is pretty easy to activate. 20% heal is pretty decent. I mean, the card draw speed is the main thing you're getting from this, but 50% damage to the entire team. And guess what? Including himself, right? So he's getting 50% damage here, 40% here, that's 55% damage. Then he's getting 70% here, so that's 125 plus 20, so he's getting 45% damage to Saiyans with everything activated. That's interesting. What is this? Battle member RP plus 30%, designated season only, plus 30% to RP earned after a win in New Year's Super Space Time Duel. Huh. Okay. So you gain 30% extra RP in the PvP season for winning with this unit. That... I think what's going to happen with this is people are going to look at this and they're going to think like, oh my god, this is like the worst thing ever, this sucks. I would agree that this is bad if it was on a summonable character. But the fact that this is on a free character and every single person has the same... I guess capacity to get this character and use this character, I am okay with that. I'm okay with this only because this is a free character. I do not want to see this ability or this effect or this mechanic, whatever you want to call it, on like a summonable unit that takes premium currency that you can just pay for. I think this is fine. But once we start, heading into the direction of, what if Ultra Gogeta had this on him? I think at that point, things are definitely looking pretty down for PvP. The fact that this is on a free unit, I'm fine with that. Again, because everybody has an equal opportunity to use them. I just don't want to see this on premium characters. All right, so the strike card is Blast Armor. Wait. Yeah, Blast Armor, perfect. That's what I expected because he's Pod Frieza. Blast is just normal. Blue card is Supernova, deals massive explode damage. Minus 30% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 3 timer counts, and then cannot be nullified by most other special moves. And then the green card, remember, he does draw this guaranteed one time. Applies the following effects to self-upon activation. 20% of strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Changes blast arts cards into strike cards, and then it immobilizes the enemy. Alright, well, there you go. There is First Form Frieza. I think upon initial glance, he probably seems like he could potentially be the best free-to-play unit in the game, honestly. Like, he's that good. Maybe, well, maybe not. Is he better than, like, Ultra Omega? Probably not. He's probably not better than like Ultra Omega. He seems pretty solid. It's just the fact that, like, do you understand like what LOE actually needs to be like competitive? Like, this Frieza would have had to have been like literally twice as good as this for LOE to get a resurgence in the meta. This guy, people are going to look at this guy on paper. I'm telling you exactly what's going to happen. I'm telling you this is what's going to happen. People are going to look at this on paper. And yeah, he seems really good on paper, right? He seems like one of the better free-to-play units in the game, if not straight up like a top 2 or 3 free-to-play unit in the game, including Ultra characters. But then in practice, you're going to be using this guy on like Powerful Opponent. You're going to be using him on like LOE. And those teams are just going to get destroyed. And this guy's going to just see no play at all. So, I don't know, man. It's just, this is what happens when they neglect these tags for so long, and then you get to these big celebrations, like Legends Festival, and then you give Future, like, 15 zillion buffs all at once, right? You're giving them the Future Trunks, you're giving them the Goku Black and Zamasu, and then you're giving these all these equipments, and the boost system is going to effect. And then there's a leader slot. You can just throw Goku and Vegeta on the Future team. You can get Zenkai merge Zamasu. Like, does Future get enough buffs? And then it's the same thing with like Saiyans and Sun Family, and now with Gogeta out, you can just run him on like the Saiyan team with Goku and Vegeta, and things just get out of hand for all these teams that just don't see very many buffs throughout the year. They just fall super far behind, so that even though we're getting good characters like this First Form Frieza, and I definitely do think that they should do more of this, right? Even though we are getting good characters like this First Form Frieza, they're just not going to see play because they don't fit on teams that are going to be good, in the meta at all. I guess you can technically throw this unit on like a Saiyan team if you wanted to, but the issue with that is, remember, his death buffs are only applying to Frieza Force or Powerful Opponent here, and then I think that's it, right? So the death buff thing is not really going to be that impactful if he's on a team other than those tags, but yeah, I mean that's sort of like the sad reality of this. And then obviously his free-to-play stats, so they're not going to be as good as like a summonable character. Definitely excited to use him. Again, I think he's going to be really good. It's just he's going to get railed. You think a green unit is going to fare well against Goku and Vegeta, especially one that doesn't have like a cover change mechanic? I mean, you do need a green unit against the Vegeta end of Goku and Vegeta, that's for sure. But I mean, I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so that's Frieza. Let's go and take a look at the new equipment coming out. If we go over here, go to the archive, there should be 2 pieces of equipment. There's this one over here. So this is called Righteous Saiyans. Looks like there's like a lot of different effects you can get from this. So the slot 1 is Blast Attack, Strike Defense, or Blast Defense. Effect will be selected from one of the above. All right, so it's going to be really, really annoying to roll this. Slot 2 is Strike Attack. Okay, so it's the same thing, just a higher number. Higher value, okay. And then slot 3 is Special Move Damage, Ultimate Damage. This is 5. This is 5 different possibilities here. Special Move Damage, Ultimate Damage, Key Recovery, Critical Health Restoration. I mean, it's just going to depend on what unit you're using it. What is this restricted to? Just Saiyans. And I assume, because there's no how to get here, I assume this is going to be the PvP season reward. It's probably going to be the equipment that you purchase using the coins, right? The festival dual coins or whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, what I see this going as is you probably just want to go like, either Strike or Blast for slot 1, Strike or Blast for slot 2. So like, for example, if I'm using this on like Ultra Gogeta, right? I'm going to go 13% strike, I'm going to go 20% strike, so that's 33% strike attack. Then I'm going to go 10 or 12% to special move damage here. So he's going to be getting 33% strike attack and 12% to special move damage from this equipment alone. That's actually really good for a non-awakened equipment. I'll take that. Ultimate damage, I mean, do you ever... I guess like sort of hope Trunks would use ultimate damage, right? I see this mainly being used as an offensive equipment, right? Because you just want to go like either double strike or double blast, and then probably either just special move or ultimate on the last slot. But yeah, this is going to suck to roll for most people. By the way, if you are somebody that uses the guaranteed upgrade system, as long as you have, like, let's say you roll strike attack in here and it's 15% for slot 2, if you guaranteed upgrade that slot, it will always remain the same stat. So if you roll 15% strike attack and then you want to guaranteed upgrade that all the way up to 20%, it will stay strike attack up to 20%. So that's going to make your life easier if you're somebody who wants to spend the erasers or crystals to guaranteed upgrade those slots. But for most people, this is going to be like impossible to roll. Like they clearly designed this equipment to be guaranteed upgraded. That's just the way it is. All right, and then we should have one more piece of equipment as well. I believe it's a full power Frieza one. Yeah, this one right here. This is, okay, nice name, Gra. And it's for Frieza Force melee type. Okay. So you have strike attack, and strike attack with special move damage. Okay, actually, this is a pretty good one. What is this? Like 37% strike attack on this equipment, and then 10% of special move damage. Okay. That definitely does seem interesting, and I assume you get this through the Frieza event. Yeah, this is the Frieza event here, where you get the free-to-play Frieza we just looked at. I mean, it's just a lot of offense. It's just a lot of offense. I mean, they clearly are building the free-to-play Pod Frieza as being like a glass cannon style unit. And yeah, I mean, obviously he's going to be pretty good against Ultra Gogeta, right? That's sort of what they're going for. He's supposed to be like the Ultra Gogeta counter, I guess, is what they're going for here. But I don't know, man. Again, the tag is just so far behind that they need way more than just this Frieza. If they supplemented this Frieza release, this free-to-play Pod Frieza release, with like an LF cooler or an LF like golden Frieza or something like that, that actually had defense and like, you know, maybe a revive or an endurance mechanic or something like that to actually like round out the Lineage of Evil team or the Frieza Force team, then we'll talk. Right? At that point, yeah, sure, we'll have like a good roadmap of where the team is heading to. But with just this, it's a good start, but the team needs like 3 more units or something, or 2 more units at the very least, to I think be a driving force in the meta right now with how much power creep has been introduced in the game during Legends Festival. There's just too much. Like Goku and Vegeta are going to swap in and like two-shot this Frieza. That's just how it's going to be. So that's pretty much it. I think they are going to be doing a like a New Year's special raid event, and then I expect to also get the Happy Bag sales. Usually those sales go live on the 31st, like literally the day of New Year's, so that should be this Friday. But I'll let you guys know once we get more information on that. That's pretty much everything we have to talk about here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know down below what you guys think about this Frieza as well as the new equipment, and I'll see you all in the next one.